Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We talk everything animation here, including Star vs. the Force of Evil, which we'll be getting into right now. I'm Dylan Hysen, and welcome to our panel discussion for Star vs. the Force of Evil for the first week of April on the episodes Bam. I already forgot how to pronounce it. I had it down before, but Bam Pati and Tough Love, and these aired on Disney XD this weekend in the normal start time slot. The penultimate finale episodes, penultimate to the finale, and this is our panel. We had a recap already where we went over the episodes. Find that at overlyanimated.com. If you're on YouTube, you can find it there and subscribe there to not miss our Star podcast. Also find it on iTunes. And this is our panel where we have more people, more opinions on the show in game show format. And our panelists, who you will meet in a second, will give their responses to a few questions, and they'll be graded based off of arbitrary factors that don't really matter, to be honest. So we're going to get into these episodes and talk about things, including our first question, which, as always, is which episode did you like more of the two, and what made it stand out to you? We will start here and say hello to our returning champion. There's no panel last week, so that carries over our returning champion, Michael Helton. Michael, hello, and which episode did you like better?
Hello. The episode that I liked better is Tough Love. We got to see Meteora, we got to see Eclipsa, we got to see Moon, all coming together in a nice, fun, quote-unquote family bonding episode. The thing that mostly made this episode stand out to me is that we finally get to see the death of Tim, Eddie's family member. It isn't like him. It's just, it was really good. It felt really climatic. Felt good to see that finally happen.
Why
We've been
are
theorizing
you
about
so
it for
happy
months.
to see Tim die?
Because my theories have been correct.
Okay.
I've been writing about this on my Star blog for years.
Yeah, I'll take your word for that.
That's why Tough Love was my favorite episode. Also, Meteora gave that one kid a really cool hat. So, she gets points there.
Okay, I don't remember that, but also take your word for that. Okay, we'll see if our next competitor remembers a hat in Tough Love, and that is panel legend Andy Potter. Andy, hello, and do you remember the hat?
I did not remember the hat.
Okay,
so...
points deducted, -1.
No.
Okay.
No. But I don't think it's points deduction though. I think it just wasn't a very impressive hat. I think it was probably
so you're
just
commenting, but you don't remember it. So how would you know?
It was impressive to
But
the
I'm saying
kid.
if it was an impressive hat, I would have remembered it, Dylan. So
You're very confident of your hat assessment abilities.
Yes, if an impressive hat, I would remember one. I would remember, I remember all those hats from that River episode in Avatar. Those were good hats. Those were some quality hats.
River's a
Anyway.
character on this show, so that's confusing. Which episode did you like more, Andy?
All right, I'm going to start off by trying to say the same episode title that you couldn't say. Bam Ui Pati? Is that it?
Not really, but okay.
Sure.
Keep going. Wow, the surprising choice. Why?
Because Ponyhead is clearly the best person ever, Dylan. Ponyhead is just amazing, and this episode was kind of at first for me, but then it was elevated to the next level when we brought back the seahorse from the store. I was not expecting this move, and it is one of the funniest gags to me that I've ever seen. Just him using the 3D printer to throw fake pony heads at Star and the other pony heads, and it was just, I don't know, just every time he spoke was just great. Customer satisfaction is his number one thing, and it was just great. And then when Ponyhead, when they thought he died, and Ponyhead's like, "You're not dead? Oh, okay." And then she just broke up with him after he tried to risk his life for her. I don't know. This was a great gag, and it just made this episode really fun to watch.
You should have learned from Rick and Morty panels not to classify things as gags that aren't gags, but that's okay. Okay, good, solid choice with the less conventional episode. Let's see if Steve can break the tie here. Steve, Zach, hello. Which episode did you like better?
Ui Pati?
Really?
Yeah.
Also, that was even further from correct. Okay.
First of all, I love the show Ponyhead was watching, this Korean drama by an idol. I love idol animes. Are some of my favorites, like Dance to Idol Erica, classic series. You guys,
Steve, you have a chance to earn a bonus point here. Please compare the fake Korean idol drama to Hoshiro Girl Drop, the fake show from Pop Team Epic.
Oh, okay. Well, this one is more of a solo series. Well, so your girl drop is more of a girl group, pop idol group.
I didn't get that. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay.
And though they both have this love story, though Girl Drop does have this twist at the end about supernatural, and this one I guess has the same thing too. Since we have a vampire in this show, okay, sure, Girl Drop has someone.
Okay. Yeah, get back to the episode in general. Why'd you like it more?
Okay. And also, like I said, listen, Ponyhead's great, but I love seeing the Ponyhead family again. Her sisters, and I really thought when I saw the end of what happened to her horn in school that this would be a time for their family to get a little closer, to show that they care in their own way, because as established last time we saw them, they can do any crappy things they want to each other, but an outsider does it. That is different. That's not cool. So, in Meteor is an outsider. So her hurting Ponyhead, I'm sure, will have an effect on them. And also, I love seeing Shano and Shanae, the twins, again. And Hornane. And the
really struggling with these names, but yeah.
Yes. And Hornan, I just love her after this episode. She's like maybe my new favorite Ponyhead sister, because I just love how she does not have a horn, but she can still fly, and she's still proud of herself. So you go girl.
Yeah, you go girl. You like Hornine better than Shonda and Shinda.
Well, they barely had words in this episode.
Were you disappointed that Shonda and Shinda did not sing in this episode?
Yeah, I want to see more of them, but they were barely in the episode. Just like Ponyhead was barely in the schooled episode.
Yeah. Okay. So Steve and Andy choose the first episode, and Michael chooses the correct episode, which is the second episode. And you all get 5 points because these are all good answers. I'm kind of surprised. Good job. Good job. Steve gets the bonus point for indulging my fake show comparison, and Andy loses a point for not knowing whatever hat Michael is talking about. So there you go.
Whatever hat Dylan doesn't know about.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'm not playing, so that's fine. Steve 6, Michael 5, Andy 4 after the first question. Let's move on to question number 2. Which character was MVP of the week? Let's start with Steve.
Okay, MVP. I'm gonna give it to Anderson, Sea Pony, his boyfriend. He made it.
Anderson,
yeah,
that's his name.
His name. Yeah.
Where's his name from?
His name from the episode. I heard
it's in this episode.
Yes, Pony had said that.
I did not get that.
Yeah, but just call him Sea Pony to be simplified.
Seahorse. He's a seahorse. It's not a pony.
Seahorse.
Yeah.
Okay, all these ponies here. One thing I liked about him is that like I said, he made things happen. Just like a couple episodes ago, Katrina made something happen in that Buff Frog episode. He got Ponyhead like on this super like chase, having Star and the sisters follow them, and he had a positive attitude throughout. And he might be the only person that can take Ponyhead's crap. The only person that is like perfect for Ponyhead. I tell you, Tom can learn a thing or two from him. How to be a supportive boyfriend. And
so you're saying Tom should have went through with the demonsism. You would have encouraged Tom to have the demonsism.
Oh, perhaps.
No, isn't that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying he would have been he would be a better boyfriend for that, perhaps. And I just like him, and he's the one who gave Ponyhead her horn, even though the one negative was there's no consequences from her losing her horn. This is like the ending of book 1 of Korra, how Ponyhead just gets her horn back, but seemingly hopefully learned a lesson.
Comparing it to Korra getting her bending back at the end of book 1. Interesting. Okay, so Steve, I said on the recap, Seahorse would be a good choice for MVP of the week. Steve was listening and he picked Seahorse first. So, Andy, where are you going?
I am going to go to the other episode, Tough Love, for my pick, which is going to be Queen Moon herself. Queen Moon is great. She is, I just really like how this season's making her seem a lot less Like other shows really show like the mother figure to be like always in the right here, but Queen Moon is really not in this episode. She's doing a lot of stuff that's really questionable morally. She's attacking this woman who is clearly confused and upset and just really going for the throat every chance she gets. And even when Eclipsa is clearly calmed down Meteora, Moon goes for it. Like, and it's just really interesting seeing that from this kind of character in a show like this. And I'm excited to see where we go with Moon in the future. And I'm not sure where that is right now because we really end on just this, essentially just her being in a completely different spot. And I'm not sure where it's going to lead yet, but it's really exciting. And I just really love where we pushed Moon this season, especially I feel this episode feels like the culmination of us pushing Moon in a direction that I wasn't really expecting at the start of this season.
Interesting. I don't know if I had that perspective while watching the episode that Moon was acting very morally bad, but I definitely can see where you're getting that from.
Morally bad might be a little strong, but morally questionable, definitely.
Yeah, I can see it. So that's an interesting choice for MVP, Moon there. Michael, where are you going with MVP?
My choice for MVP is Cloudy, the little cloud
Cloudy!
that kind of like helped Star get around. Cloudy is the MVP for two reasons, really. Because without Cloudy, Star wouldn't have been able to like participate in the high-speed chase. And also, when Star jumped out of Ponyhead's room, she fell for, I counted, 12 seconds and didn't get hurt at all. I think that just goes to show how soft and good that Cluffy is, that he could have, or that they could have like saved Star and without even giving it a second thought. They weren't even nervous. Did you see that smile? It's just another day in the life for Cloudy.
So Cloudy's MVP because he's so soft. There you go. That's Michael 2018. Man, Michael, I can just see the progression of Michael on the panels to serious answers to now just two completely nonsense answers. He's getting it. He's really getting it.
What do you mean nonsense, Dylan? These are great answers.
Yeah, they're accurate answers. Okay, Michael gets 5 points because that was a perfect answer, and Andy and Steve get 4 points. Also good answers. So Steve and Michael tied after 2 questions with Andy trailing early. That's never a good sign because it's always downhill. So I don't know where we're going from here. But for Andy, of course. But which ship won the week is our next question. Not a lot of shipping this week. Interested to see where you guys are going with this. Which ship won the week? Andy.
So there's one clear winner here in the ship category, and that has to be Queen Moon, and Eclipsa. This was very clearly leading us down some shipping roads. It's a little weird. I don't really agree with it, but this is the only pairing I saw this week that was like kind of a ship going on, because they were forced into like a weird little bottle episode, them alone with some people coming in every now and then, but they were just riffing off each other and kind of learning about each other a little more. And they came close a couple times with the writing, and then they kind of veered off. And that's kind of the closest we got to shipping this week. And I was kind of let down. I was hoping for a little more friendship before they turned on each other, and we didn't really get that.
Interesting choice. This has been a growing ship. Queen Moon and Eclipsa it might be dead now, but
yeah, it might be dead like half of Moon's soul.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that next question. Yeah. Okay, so the burgeoning royal romance Andy has as his MVP, as his ship of the week. Michael, what you got for ship of the week?
I don't know what you were talking about when you said that was the only ship this week.
I'm so ready.
Have you been watching the same show that Ponyhead and I have been watching? Did you see that guy bring the singer that pizza? Any relatable character likes pizza. He also offered to donate his own body bone. That's love. That's ship of the week.
You somehow picked the non-canon ship in the fake show. That's... The vampire and the singer are the canon one, and the pizza guy's different, right? Like that's man. Oh wow!
Well, I mean it's like the Tom Star and Starco.
Which is look, this is very important.
The ship that's currently going on, and then the one that will ultimately be canon in game.
You saved this answer. Good. I thought you were saying you were shipping the Tom Star of the show for a second, but no, it's the opposite. I like it. Okay.
How can we compete with this? We literally can't.
Andy, you could have prepared this well too. You just didn't bring it. It's only halfway, but I'm calling Andy's not winning already. I was calling it before the panel started too, but Steve, what's your ship of the week?
Okay, well, I guess I gotta go with Ponyhead and Seahorse. Seahorse showing what a caring boyfriend he is, always being there for Ponyhead's needs, and Ponyhead actually, to my surprise, being very appreciative through most of the episode. This is like the best we've seen Ponyhead, the most likable we've seen her in the series, maybe by far, is seeing the two of them together. And anyone that can bring on the best of Ponyhead, he's a godsend. And
hey, that's a little far, Steve.
No, I'm just saying the best of Ponyhead, like besides Star, of course. But I'm just saying he doesn't know Ponyhead like Star does. But you know, and what else? And like I said, because of him, Ponyhead became a better pony, just like her sister said at the end of the episode. And I tell you, it's just. I'm so upset they broke up, though, but I'm sure they get back together. They're like the new Kelly and Tad of this series.
Wait, so you're also sure that Kelly and Tad will get back together?
No, I said the new one because that's over.
Oh, the new and improved Kelly and Tad.
Yes.
Okay. Steve, I have some bad news for you. I don't think Ponyhead and Seahorse are getting back together, but you could feel free to ship that. Interesting choice. Okay. I think you got there with the 5-point answer at the end, Steve, with the Kelly and Tad comparison. Andy, 4 points. In what world is Moon and Eclipse now the expected answer? But that's kind of where we're at with this. That was like the level 1 answer. And Michael, 5 points plus 1 bonus point for the Starco comparison. That really got there. So after 3 rounds, Michael 16, Andy 12, Steve 15. And question number 4. This is our episode specific question. Who was more of a changed person after this week's episodes? Ponyhead or Moon? Who is more of a change? I'm trying to phrase this in a non-confusing way. More of a changed person. And Ponyhead's not a person. Ponyhead's a pony head. Ponyhead or Moon? And Moon's also not a person. Moon is a human. But Steve, who you got here?
Oh, well, I gotta say, Ponyhead.
Wow.
Like shocker.
Like Andy said though, Moon is still making the wrong moves. She went to attack Meteor instead of trying to talk through things. So she still has some of her old bad habits. But Ponyhead, I generally believe she is starting to change. And at the end when she said, my sister Star, give her the horn, and how excited she was, and how it was beautiful. And I really think, though, next episode, Ponyhead, she might be the big hero of the finale, just like Lumpy Space Princess was a big hero of that one recently. I think Ponyhead might have that moment, because we never expected LSP to be the big hero of an arc. So look out for Ponyhead.
Okay, that's what I call a bold prediction, because that is absolutely not happening. But I can't, it hasn't not happened yet, so I can't penalize you yet, Steve. That'll be next week when it doesn't happen. I just need to remember that. Okay, but for now, you're in good shape for now. Okay, Michael, who's more changed, Ponyhead or Moon?
Moon, obviously. If Ponyhead really changed, she would have let her sister have a 3D printed horn instead of just begging for all the glory. Moon, I mean, first of all, she got half zapped by Meteora, so just physically she's changed. And then next week we're definitely going to see some of the fallout of what happened here this week, and she's going to be all like, Star, help. I need help, finally.
Really? That's what she's going to be like?
Yeah, quote word for word.
Okay. Oh, another bold prediction. Wow. Okay, really? Just staking your claim in the finale,
My uncle
guys.
works at Disney XD.
Oh, okay. I believe you.
Uncle.
I believe you.
Does he also work at Nintendo?
No, that's my other uncle.
Okay.
Different guy. Yes. Hard to argue with that logic that Moon is more changed. But let's see if Andy will try. Andy, who you got?
Well, I also think that Moon is more changed, but I was a little more scientific with my choices.
Is this answer going to involve rocks?
No rocks. Just a little bit of napkin math. So we're talking about changes. Like Ponyhead got a horn, Moon lost like an eye and like half her soul. So just by like body proportion, like that's like Ponyhead got back like what, like 7 to 8 inches of horn, and Moon lost half an adult woman's worth of stuff. Like that's clearly Moon lost more, so she changed more. Like this is the only clear way this works out. Like this is the only thing that works in my head because it's just math. It's just math, Dylan.
You didn't really do any math.
Well, do you want the actual math then?
Yeah.
So like Ponyhead is like what? Or are we gonna do? I was using like little Sebastian. I was basing her on about that size, the head of like little Sebastian's head from Parks and Rec. Okay, Dylan, are you with me?
I think Ponyhead's head is probably bigger than.
You want to go a little bigger? That's fine. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Just scaling. It's just scaling.
Okay.
Okay. So if we put that horn up to Ponyhead, that her horn is a lot less than half her size, right? That's the basis for this math. Like I could go into it, but this is the basis. Her horn is a lot less than half her body mass.
Her mass or her height?
Just her mass, her like total body there.
Sure, probably.
Yeah. But Moon's soul, if we give souls a weight, which I am because this is magic, right?
Are you making a religious statement right now?
No.
Okay.
I think that's
what kind of statement? Actually, what kind of statement are you making?
I'm making a stupid statement.
Okay, I'm cutting you off. Okay, I've had enough. I've had enough of this map. Okay. we got some length. I don't even remember what. Oh, that was your whole answer. Actually, was the dumb weight thing. Look, I'll reward you with that because you're behind. So I'll give you a 5 for that, Andy. That's more of the type of answer that I'm looking for here. And Michael and Steve, also solid answers, get 4s. So heading into the last question, we have Andy 17, Steve 19, and Michael with 20. Anyone's game with this last question, as always, because it won't ever bleeping happen. So we just have to keep having this question. Do these episodes bring us closer to the highly anticipated and still yet unfulfilled Tom Star breakup? The Tom Star breakup, are we any closer? I know that Tom was not in these episodes, right? And neither was Marco. And, I guess that's kind of relevant to Tom Star right now. And Star was also not in these episodes that much. But are we closer to the highly anticipated Tom Star breakup, Michael?
Yes, definitely. After Moon fought Meteora, a half monster, do you think that she's going to be wanting her daughter to date a half monster? It's just facts here. She's going to be mad at Star. Star's going to, not really want to deal with all of the stress of that because she has so many other things to deal with, and might say, "Hey, Tom, we have to just stop for now." And then it's soon. It'll happen soon.
When will it happen? Stake your claim.
Well, as I said in the last one that I was on, the next episode featuring Tom and Star, as it's their episode.
Okay, that could be never. That might never happen again. This is we like to focus on not.
We have season 4 confirmed. It'll happen eventually.
Okay, eventually in season 4. That is very depressing. Okay, Andy, are we closer to the Tom Star breakup?
Yes, but there's a completely different reasoning that Michael has missed here, because Star just watched Pony break up with Anderson, and so clearly Pony's in this aggressive mood. She's in this aggressive mood all the time, but she's in an aggressive breakup mood. She's like, Star, you need to change. And Star just watched this happen. So she has, I can break up with a boyfriend on her mind now. This is clearly sowing the seeds in Star's mind that she should break up with Tom right now. This is a thing that needs to happen. And I think it's going to happen in the season 3 finale. It's going to happen, Dylan. It's going to happen.
See, I could argue that by saying that Star will look at that breakup and think, oh, at least our relationship isn't that bad. Our relationship's actually pretty great.
Is it?
And that will compare to Ponyhead and Seahorse.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, also, Andy, why are you also on this Anderson train? Where did you get this from?
I'm just using Steve's name because I don't know if it's actually.
Steve is probably wrong. This is I think Steve probably made that up. So
no, it's true.
But Dylan,
Steve, I
it's
can't
too
trust
late.
you with names. This is
When it's over, I'll watch the episode again. I'll point the time frame when
Yes, please,
and he said
please
Anderson.
do. Okay, that is your score next week. Also is hinging on that. In addition to what I already forgot your prediction, but yes. So okay, I don't. Some back and forth that results in Tom and Star breaking up was what was happening there. Okay, good. Steve, do you agree? Are we closer to the Tom Star breakup?
Yes, and for similar reasons as Michael, but also different, opposite reasons. And it's simply because now that Moon's out of the picture, Eclipse is probably going to mentor Star now and probably be like her mother figure for now and probably give her advice. And she'll tell Star, to go with her heart, go with what she feels inside is right. Just like she chose the monster husband over the King Sebastian. So, and that will lead Star to break up with Tom and pursue a relationship with Marco maybe in the season 3 finale or the season 4 premiere, somewhere along those lines. Because that's what I'm saying. They're going to break up because of mentor Eclipse.
Okay, so Eclipse is going to mentor Star, and because Moon previously would tell Star to try to influence the royal route, which is like Prince Tom, Eclipse would say be with the monster version, even though Tom is a monster.
Marco has a monster arm,
not anymore, but yeah. Okay. I somehow I think Steve's logic was the best, like kind of by a lot. That kind of actually made sense. Not sure how that worked, but it's that I think that's a 5. I think it's a 5-point answer. But so there you go. Steve 5, Andy 4, Michael 4, which leaves our final standings at Andy 3rd place, even though he should have been the prohibitive favorite coming in because he's a panel veteran and here are 2 panel newbies, and he got a clear 3rd. So that's a disappointing performance. 21 points. Michael and Steve tied at 24, and I will be tie-breaking this in favor of Michael for that pizza answer. That was the one. That was the tiebreaker. That was the best answer. The winner is the one who gave the best answer throughout the entire panel. It was Pizza Guy from the show and comparing it to Starco. So Michael, you are a panel winner. Back-to-back panels. Congratulations. What do you want to say for 20 seconds about the show?
Good show.
Is that a general statement?
That is the general statement.
Is this about the whole show, the episode, the season?
The show as a whole.
Okay.
Good show. If I have to add anything else, I will say Tomco, not Tomco. I meant Tom Star breakup will happen season 4, episode 3.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's what I like to hear. These are bold and specific statements that I will not be able to ever hold you accountable for.
Yes, exactly. You made a bold statement that you'll never have to hold up on a panel. That's the difference, Dylan.
Are you implying that we will not have panels for season 4A because Disney will Netflix drop the entire season at once, enabling us not to have panels?
Will,
yeah,
Dylan.
I think that's
we're
probably
gonna have like a 5-episode season premiere, like with season 3.
Yeah, actually, that's probably true. So, yeah. We can have a panel then.
I think that was 8 episodes.
Yeah, there's 8 episodes. Yeah, we could have a panel for 8 episodes.
Why not?
Okay, so Michael, back-to-back panel wins. Andy, what do you have to say for yourself?
I just looked it up. The seahorse has no name on the Star Wiki.
Yeah, that's reliable.
Steve, you're almost certainly wrong about this. What are you talking
about? I heard it. Unless I'm wrong by hearing.
Yeah, that's reliable. Yeah, what do you with names is just as reliable. What are you talking about? Anderson? The thing is, you got Andy to believe you. That it was.
Oh, I didn't believe him, Dylan. It was just an easier name to say than seahorse.
I think if people will definitely comment about this. If it is not Anderson, then Steve will be penalized next panel, but Andy will be penalized even more because
of Andy.
Andy believed the fake news.
I never did. But Dylan, the important thing is some people are going to listen to this podcast, get like halfway through, be like, "Why does people call him Anderson?" and then just stop listening.
Oh yeah, they'll stop listening. Then we lost them forever, all because of that. Okay. We better hope that that's his real name. Otherwise, we'd definitely get comments. So there you go. Congrats, Michael. Good panel, guys. Let us know what you thought of this panel. Weigh in. What's your opinion? Is the seahorse named Anderson? If not, is that a good name for him? Would you name him that? And what do you think of the OTP of Idol and Pizza Guy? And I don't know what else we discussed. When's Tom Star breakup happening? Yeah, that's the other thing to weigh in on. Do that. YouTube comments, overlyanimated.com, comment there. And join us for the season 3 finale recap, which will be out on Saturday. Also potentially even more Star podcasts, a second one in addition to a panel that's on the table. Find all that at overlyanimated.com. Extensive finale coverage coming. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to not miss any of that Star podcast. And you could also join us on Discord to talk about these, overlyanimated.com/Discord. Consider supporting us via Patreon, patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to all of our current patrons, especially our patron of the podcast, Connie, aka Veronica Cucamonga. And thanks as always to our patron executive producers, John, Ryan, Steve, Alex, Andy, and Hugh. We will be back. Check out our Isle of Dogs podcast that just went up. We'll have Star finale coverage.
Is that where you got Anderson from?
Oh my god.
Is that, Steve, were you influenced by the podcast that just went up?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe, okay.
His story changes.
I'm waiting for the. When is this Steven Universe feedback podcast coming?
Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see. We'll see if we can resurrect Justin for that. And nope, Justin's fine. She's fine. She's fine. Okay, probably we're not really sure. Okay, yeah, let us know what you thought. Thanks for listening, guys, and we will see you next time.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.